Hello, everybody. Welcome to another daily dose of gaming news and all that good stuff. And as always, also published on Rumble and on Patreon for extra support. It's been busy these last days. Didn't manage to do any live streams, or yesterday I did miss the gaming news program again, all over the place in terms of work. So that's why, basically, again, I will try my best. But that's why I cannot, at this moment, make a commitment on anything regarding fixed schedules there. But yeah, let's go for some stuff here that caught my attention. Similarly, supposedly, AMD is preparing a new GPU from the 9000 series. Apparently, again, this leak comes directly from video cards here. Again, some not inconsistent, but kind of a weird information here. Uh, doesn't mean that this might not happening or happen. Sorry, but yeah, supposedly this 9050 desktop GPU, so discrete one, supposedly again it has the same kind of cores to the 9060 XT 8 gigabytes. It's a full Navi 44, if not mistaken. The only thing is the boost clocks that are lower. The memory, it's also 8 gigabytes. Memory bus, the same thing here, 128 bits, and the bandwidth of the memory is 288 gigabytes per second. Again, there is in this leak or rumor, there is no board power associated with it. But again, very weird. Even though technically it's possible to have like an entry level GPU. Again, one of the things that might happen with the because it's a full Navi 44 chip. Again, what can happen or what could happen to this GPU coming out in this way with these specifications or something similar is the fact that again some of the 9060 XTs didn't pass the test there, and for example usually the cores cannot handle a certain amount of clocks there, and probably since the release of the 9060 XT, because the 9060 non-XT supposedly it's not even available. It's on OEMs, or it's an integrated on system integrator. Sorry, but this 9050 can be, I don't know. Again, like everything, if the price is right, again, can be a good GPU, very entry level GPU there. But yeah, what can happen is through the production of these chips, something is not passing through the quality test of the 2048 cores, reaching those boost clocks there, and they probably were keeping stock of those, let's say, defective GPUs, and probably they have enough of them to launch this 9050. Again, doesn't mean that the 9050 will have defective cores there. It's just that they cannot boost to the specificities of the 9060 XT, given if it is the 8 or 16 gigabyte variant there. Again, it's just a matter of if it is in terms of even lower power than, for example, the 9060. I don't know, 120 something watts, maybe. I'm not sure. Again, this is rumor, no official words from AMD. Again, I know everybody would like to see, I don't know, 9080 XT to in the higher end of things instead of the lower end. But again, given that if there is some defective GPUs chips there, it's easier to come with a more entry level solution if you have enough defective stocks from one part and then launch a new GPU than doing the other way around, which is trying to get a, I don't know. I don't think there is. We'll never see something similar to a 9080 or 9080 XT or something like that in this generation. I think we'll have to wait for RDNA 5 or UDNA from AMD to have something on the high end to be competitive on with NVIDIA. And even though, again, in terms of MSRPs, I think AMD, the 9070 XTs are they are a little bit all over the place, but they are closer to MSRP than any NVIDIA GPU, at least from this recent series. But yeah, if it has a good price, again, it can be a good product. Again, this is basically the specifications that they got from this leak. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see if it is something that might be coming up. I don't know, after the summer or something like that. I think we got some conferences here but it's more focused on AI. But during the summer, we might have some kind of Gamescoms or something like that, or something gaming related. Maybe there is an announcement there or something. But other than that, I don't see this gaining a lot of attention at this moment. If it is going to happen, again, this is a rumor, so yeah, take it with a grain of salt. Continuing with some hardware stuff here. Again, supposedly Koreans DRAM and NAND export statistics, they will are showing again a massive bump in prices, specifically comparatively between month to month prices and year to year prices. SSDs, an average of prices up 63%, and memory 29%. Then you got the HBM, which is usually for accelerators, up 20% basically there. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is going to improve any people having any kind of expectation. Maybe, I don't know, plateauing. Will that be that bad at this moment? But yeah, the prices are all over the place. They are consistently increasing. Just the DRAM alone, sorry. Again, this is kind of raw. It's not from the price of the DRAM. This is the price of bulk purchasing. So this is industry level. It's not the consumer stuff there. But even there, we see huge amount of price increases. As you can see here, got a little bit table summarizing basically how much it increased here. Again, year on year, it's like 300. You got 500% increase of the prices from DRAM, flash memory, which is SSD stuff there, DRAM modules. Again, it's a little bit all over the place. Too much increase. Again, a lot of it is driven. I've been seeing this wording all over the place, which is the AI super cycle they call now. Again, it's a bubble because again, I'm not sure. You people usually call a bubble because again, the module, which this or the majority of this AI stuff is working from hardware, software, and everything. It's not self-sustainable because at least as it is set up there. Because it's a lot of speculation, a lot of word of mouth, because the companies that need a hardware to function, they are not profitable. At least that's the sense that I get. They are basically on the beginnings, if they are going to go through that threshold of being profitable. Until they reach there, they are kind of in the Netflix kind of a situation where the beginning of Netflix, which is just counting on investors so they can handle that period of transition of having enough, I don't know, subscribers, which is basically that these companies do. It's I don't know, from OpenAI for the Chat GPTs and all the Claudes and whatever the names that they are coming up here with their own services, where those AI accelerators are used on those AI farms that they call now. Again, they need to have a sustainability in the sense that they have to come with some profit there. And until this doesn't reach, it's a bubble, because again, it can burst all of a sudden because there is a dependency of investor money. And basically these companies are at this moment in time just working because there are people willing to spend money on this, from investors specifically. Again, until it turns profitable as a business. Again, that's why it's called a bubble, because it can burst anytime, because somebody can turn off the tap of putting money on that company, and then that company kaput, and then can usually trigger kind of a domino effect, in the sense that, again, if people with money see that other people are saying, no, this is not a good idea to invest the money more, it can cause this kind of a bubble to burst. That's why usually people call this trends, let's say, bubbles, not super cycles. I don't know why people, especially on this site, I've been seeing a couple of articles regarding AI stuff that they call it now AI super cycle, as pretending that it's not a bubble. But yeah, we'll have to wait. Hopefully, things start stabilizing a little bit. I've been covering this specifically. There is some interesting stuff happening in China on the HBM memories and DRAM memories. Some factories, I think, by the end of this year, should have finished some of those fab or factories for those chip memories, and or memory chips, sorry, and probably we will see. I think they are aiming for double the output again. Mostly, it's going to be serve the domestic market of China. Which is good because if there is a huge demand of Chinese market from importing of a lot of outside chips, again, if they can ease the domestic demand internally, probably it might have some of those chips spared to the global market, and probably, I don't know, prices can start stabilize in a certain way, and then maybe, I don't know, being a little bit more cheaper. But yeah, this again, we come out of a shit show, and we are already in another one from the COVID stuff there, but the GPUs for the mining stuff. Then we was the COVID stuff, the lockdowns, and a lot of stoppages in manufacturing, so a lot of demand still, and now we are on this AI crazy bubble again. Hopefully, at least as a consumer of desktop GPUs and the such, and all the memory stuff there, hopefully this will start to, I don't know, plateauing, and then start to come a little bit down until the end of this year. Because again, or else we're going to see a lot of hardware launches being delayed from the PS6, the Xbox Elix. Again, they are not committing to any kind of even launch window. They're all saying maybe next year we'll see how things go. Even Steam machines, they delayed the launch of the Steam machine for now. At least it seems so. Again, because of all of this affects a lot of markets, specifically anything that needs any kind of electronic that needs memory chips there. Again, it's a shit show at this moment. And speaking about Steam machines, again, I covered those imports, I think 50 tons or something like that, of materials, of consoles or whatever it was. And this comes about, again, the fact that also regarding the Steam controller, I think it didn't even last half an hour. Everything, the stock will run out, and it seemed that some scalpers were trying to make business with this. And Steam did manage, or Valve, which is the main company, they introduced something to try and combat this scalping stuff here. Again, no solution will be flawless regarding scalping, because again, if you want to be 100% sure that there is no scalping, again, it's a process that's going to be very hard for people, or the convenience of people to get what they want. It will be so loading the convenience that the people will not even buy it. Like, I don't know, starting demanding IDs, and but even that, everything online, you can fake a lot of stuff for sure. But again, Valve is introducing kind of a reservation system through a Steam update, which is trying to combat a little bit this kind of scalping here. Again, interesting that hopefully it will fix any possible problems that can be introduced when the Steam machine will launch. But yeah, let's see with the controller. You got a kind of reservation system there. Again, we'll have to wait and see how that will prevent or not that much the scalping of any hardware that Valve will come up with. again, very high demand. They think things through when they launch. Hopefully, when the Steam machine comes, when it comes, that this will be a good launch for them. Hopefully, it's a competitive machine. Again, for sure, it's going to be better than the Steam Deck in terms of specs and all that jazz, because it's going to be basically a console competitor. So it has to compete a little bit, at least in terms of performance, even though they are doing very good with the Steam Deck in terms of optimizing for lower end machines. Like it's basically a handheld where you can play basically, I don't know, 75% of all Steam games there. There is a lot of huge amount of compatibility. And again, the library itself of Steam regarding the what you can have from a PlayStation store or even an Xbox store. Again, we'll have to wait and see how this will go. Hopefully, they will come around and have a good launch. Hopefully, all the products are good. Again, because Valve usually, at least that's my sense, they are very pro consumer. Fortunately for us, because basically they are by itself a monopoly. And I think one of the reasons that Valve is kind of this good in terms of pro consumer is the fact that they are a private company, so they don't have the pressure of satisfying shareholders. I think they can put themselves and have some cornerstones and some principles there where you can go there and don't have to be always every quarter has to be profit, so they can I don't know, have some ebb and flow in terms of profitability of the company as a whole. But yeah, let's see how it goes when they launch the Steam machine here. And then there was some other stuff regarding Forza Horizon 6. Supposedly there was a leak. That there was some articles going around that probably was a leak from early access from the Steam stuff there, which is not Playground Games, which are the studio, which is the studio that is launching Forza Horizon 6. Again, this was, I don't know, some hacking. I don't know. There was a leak of the game files there, and supposedly, again, when this thing happens, it's very quick to reach, I don't know, all the torrent sites out there, and some less than reliable sites where you can download the files. But again, player grants, they say they are going to enforce. Again, this is basically from Microsoft. They are going to use probably hardware ban uh, for the entire series, which is something that I rarely see anything of this being implemented here. Again, uh, they can do whatever they want, but usually, again, you just turn off the internet. You have a machine just for that, and you don't care too much about it. Usually, what happens when this kind of things happens is that they ban the account or something like that, or lock out the account. But yeah, supposedly the unbanned or the ban of this hardware, which is suspended, usually suspended for cheating or unallowed modding, can last until the year 9,999. So 8,000 years of ban. Uh, yeah, but even with all this, I don't know, things happening here in terms of bans, we already saw somebody leaked some, oh my God, some benchmarks. Sorry, I got stuck there because I was reading here. This is Portuguese, is my main language, my mother tongue. It's Portuguese, but it's I think this is from Brazil, Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese. Yeah, Brazilian guys are very creative when it comes to any kind of pirate stuff. But yeah, we already have some of these benchmarks here. Again, in this benchmark, it was used a 9800 X3D, 32 gigabytes of RAM, and the GPU is a 9070 XT. Again, in terms of settings here, again, given this is all in Portuguese, again, you can see that it's Brazilian Portuguese because usually Brazilian people usually don't. I don't know, are not very well spoken in English. I don't know why, but it's something that, again, in terms of English, it's rare. But yeah, that's something aside. Again, the in terms of configurations here of the game, 4K with extreme presets in terms of graphic wise, but it has with sorry, ray traced reflections very high and ray traced global illumination set to high, but it's using upscaling using the latest FSR 4.1 in balance mode, and basically overall 63 FPSs throughout this benchmark. Again, seems pretty good given that it's using even it is 4K upscaled, but it's using all the ray tracing turned on, and the quality preset is extreme. Yeah, again, you can't achieve with this setting, sorry, even a 4K upscaler. I think you can reach around 90 or even 100 frames if you just turn down or turn off the ray trace stuff there, and maybe if you manage to tweak a little bit of the quality presets, for sure you can reach even 4K native. I think you can reach the 90 frames per second. Usually, Forza games are relatively good in terms of being performance wise, even with lower hardware. You don't have to tweak a lot regarding this. Again, we'll have to wait, but again, at least people will get some sense of what they can get with the hardware, given all the settings here. But yeah, it's interesting that even with all the threatening of bans and all that jazz, again, we always see somebody coming around and use one of these. Again, this is very doable. I don't think it is kind of Photoshop here. This is very doable. Sorry, given the even the PC requirements and the fact that this hardware is not that bad. The 9070 XT for 1440p or 4K upscale, usually it's pretty good from my understanding. But yeah, this is what we got here. Then we got some, again, those earning calls specifically from Stellar Blade Studio. Jesus, today I'm a little bit finicky on my English. Yeah, similarly, everything is going well. The regarding Stellar Blade sequel, Project Spirits. I don't know what this is, and the fact that Shift Up a couple of months, if not mistaken, they acquired Unbound Studios from Shinji Mikami's. Again, Shinji Mikami left the previous studio. I completely forgot which was shut down, but saved in the last minute regarding the Bethesda stuff. Not the Bethesda, the Activision shutdown of four studios was this one of the Evil Within, Tango Gameworks. Sorry, that's the name that I was looking for. Tango Gameworks and a couple of more free studios under the umbrella of Activision at the time after the merger of from Microsoft. Again, Shinji Mikami, after I think it was relatively after the Evil Within 2, he left the studio, founded this Unbound studio a couple of years ago. And now it was acquired basically through Shift Up, and they have already working some project. And again, with all this, they are going to also Shift Up as a company start self-publishing, so they will not be reliable on other kind of studios or publishers to publish their own studios. And again, everything seems to be going well. Again, Celebrate sold very well, well above the expectations that they had for the game. And again, we gotta hear all the interview here. But again, the big take here is everything seems to be in good shape. Even their own game, Goddess of Victory, Nike, on the steady course. Again, I think this is an MMO or something like that. But yeah, everything seems to be okay with them. Everything seems to be on schedule without any kind of problems there, which is good to see. And then lastly, we got Liza P Studio, Round 8, supposedly designing AI creator to use generative AI tech to speed up art production. Again, it's not I really like, at least from what I saw from Liza P. Sorry, in terms of art direction and everything that we do so far. Again, I didn't play the game, so from the trailers and some gameplay here and there that I saw, the Belle Epoque stuff there in terms of art direction and design. But the fact that again, what they're trying to do here is posting. They post some like a work. Uh, oh my god, work, not workshop. Oh my god, I completely. My brain sometimes feels like I'm a mush. Job posting, sorry. And this consists on leveraging generative AI technology to maximize the efficiency of the art production process and innovate the visual quality of the games. Again, they also say creation of character background concept drafts and AI-based texturing modeling assistant using image to 3D technology and asset creation. Again, this seems to be something to be done kind of in pre-production, like concept art, concept designs. Um, I don't know, brainstorming stuff there. Again, I'm not sure how well this will go. I'm not sure where I saw in which company that they are at this moment now. Again, I don't know. I remember seeing the headline. I didn't read the article. I think I saw a company that is spending more money now in using AI for this kind of work that was done by human hands. Like usually, it's artistic work. I think they are spending more money on the freaking AI than if they had. Comparatively, when they had persons doing the same job there. But yeah, you go through the hype and then you get screwed around because again, these companies, they just want to for you to spend money on them. But yeah, again, I'm, I think as an overall principle, I think it's not AI. These machine learning tools, these algorithms, they can have a use. If it's like a tool, it depends how you use it. It's like being in a carpenter and having several tools here. Again, let's say the AI machinery and algorithms and all this jazz can be thought as like a tool, like in the carpenters toolbox. Let's say it's a hammer. You're not going to use a hammer to everything that you are doing in carpentering, or else you're going to screw around and fuck the job for sure. Again, it's a tool that it's if it's used properly, I think it has its place. And I think usually, if like pre-production work is not a bad place for it to be used. Um, but then again, then you can fall in the error or in the missteps of just taking advantage again if this AI stuff is used for art direction. Again, there is no creative mind uh, using, but I think for brainstorming ideas can be a good tool. So you can pick this idea here. Okay, this idea seems good. Okay, then I'm going to explore. I will leave the tool behind because that tool already done that job. For example, everything can be said with, for example, art direction. Ask for the AI to come up with I don't know, concept art. You pick, or if the AI comes up with something that interests you, that might be in line what people were getting. But again, you can choose that, and then the artist can take that as an inspiration to do its artwork style and take advantage of that. Again, it's a tool. I think it also can be a tool, for example, in Q&A, specifically on game production. I don't know, Q&A, like those repetitive and mundane tasks of, I don't know, I'm not sure what the process of Q&A, but I assume Q&A has to, I don't know, check code, like rerun several stuff or several scenarios inside the game to see if bugs or something like that appear. Again, I think it can be used in that sense with this kind of stuff. But again, other than that, given that game production is very much a creative process. I think using this AI stuff there, it will start to um, again interrupts that creative process that there is exists on the human brain. And if you are too much dependent on that, you get your creative process will go down the toilet, and then you're just one among a sea of bits and bytes there. But yeah, that's kind of overall take there. Again, to a certain degree, you can discuss this basically in a case by case scenario. But yeah, I think the tool can have its uses in certain specific areas. Other than that, I'm not sure if it has more uses specifically in creative process. I think it's something that can throw around a lot of stuff there, and then you might get something to to the artist. I don't know, bring something there, an idea, pop up an idea, or kind of visual cue or something like that, and inspire the artist to take that as an inspiration and remodel to his own vision again. Then you can have the debate if there is a creative process there when it comes with the AI tools. But then again, it's a, as I said, a case by case scenario. I think I don't think it's like a blatant yes or no, because again, this is a tool. The tool will be there for now. In if it is. In a bigger or lesser extent, the tool is at this moment in time is available, and people for sure are going to use, and they will try out this tool, um, whatever they think is the best way to use it. But yeah, that's kind of my cents about it. Let's wrap up some gaming deals. We got Children of Morta, 85% off. Again, if you like this kind of games, like a roguelike isometric view kind of a game here, it seems a pretty good one. Very positive feedback since it came out. We got also Devil May Cry 5. Again, 85% off, and then the deluxe edition, 75%. Again, it seems to be the better Devil May Cries that came out. And this is the last mainline one that came in 2019 already. Then we got also Hell Is Us. This one seems to be pretty good, kind of old school kind of a thing there in terms of exploration and puzzle solving there. Again, base game is 60% off, or the deluxe edition is also 60% off. Got Karma the Dark World, again, one of those under the radar games. I think this one, I think is this one that I made a play. I think I played the demo of this game. I think it was this game, if not mistaken, because there is no demo here, so I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, again, very positive feedback since the launch last year, and it's okay, 48% off on the game. They got some bundles here and there. I'm not sure. Maybe this one, the Cronus New Dawn, but again, it's not that cheap. But yeah, two games for the price of one, I think is not that bad there. Also, we got Kingdom Come Deliverance. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, 50% on the Royal Edition. So I assume this is the tip top one, the super duper. We got Midnight Suns, 85% off. I can recommend this. I managed to claim this one for free on Epic Game Store a while back, and I made a series out of it. If you're, this is basically XCOM 2 with Marvel heroes and some kind of a twist, which is basically deck building game. But yeah, pretty good. I did enjoy it. I made the series again. You can check out the first couple episodes to have an idea what this game is about. But yeah, I did enjoy this game. Then you got Nino Kuni 2. Revenant Kingdom is on sale, 85% off. A couple of days ago, the first one was on sale, so now it's the sequel here. We got Nine Souls. Seems pretty good. It's kind of a Metroidvania kind of a game with the interesting art style there. And again, very positive feedback since it came out, and it's 60% off. Again, seems pretty good. Then you got Red Dead Redemption 2 is on sale, 75% on the base game, and the Ultimate Edition is 80% off. And lastly, we got The Invincible, 60% off. Again, based on the book of the same name by Stanislav Lu, very sci-fi, very well-known author, it seems. But yeah, kind of a first-person kind of a thing there. Kind of, it's not a first-person shooter, but it's. I think it's similar to kind of Firewatch, while you interact with characters and everything. Again, it seems pretty good. But yeah, I'm going to wrap up here for today with a plug on my Patreon. Again, I don't do anything exclusive here. It's just for people to have like an extra option if they want to support me in my hobby. You got this alternative here. But yeah, other than that, I'll do my best to continue with the gaming news program every weekday. And later in my daytime, I try to get around and see if I have at least a couple of hours for me to stream again. I want to resume that Stranding 2 again. It's been a while. And I don't want to pass too much long so I don't forget the game, at least the story there. But yeah, other than that, it's what I got for you today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. So until then, Kunami Master out.